Everyone wants to just like hop into KOVAAKS, hop into Aiming Pro, and just start training right away, right? But if you're not focusing on your technique while you're training, you're going to hit certain plateaus that you're not going to be able to get past. What up? It's the champ with Strider's Angels Esports, and welcome back to How to Improve Your Aim. And we're already up to episode 9, and we're going to be really looking at isolating our technique today. And I'm pretty confident saying I think this is going to be one of my best videos. I think this is going to be one of the most important videos for you guys out there who are trying to improve your aim. Today we're going to look at your mouse movement, or mouse pathing as I like to say, and we want to get really good at taking a direct path to our target. I've talked about this in so many of my videos that we want to eliminate unnecessary motion, and today I have pictures and videos and some drills that'll help you guys improve your mouse movement. And if this is your first time hanging with the Angels, please toss out a sub so that you can come back for bi-weekly aim training content. All right, you ready? Let's go. The most direct path to your target is always a direct one, and we're playing esports, so this is not like football or something where a player needs to dodge and juke others to get to their endpoint. In esport, there's nothing obstructing us from taking a direct, straight line from the center of our screen to our target. And yet, when you watch people play, you see so many players take loopy, zigzag paths to their target where they're either trying to artificially create speed or they lack the practice and technique to move their mouse properly. So let me show you this video quickly. Aiming Pro has this nice analysis mode that lets you look at your mouse motion. Now watch the difference between clip 1 and clip 2 and see if you can tell the difference. Now, if you didn't catch the difference, let me show you an example on one wall, 6 targets on KOVAAKS. So I used a straight line tool to show how my mouse should be moving between targets. Clean, perfect, direct pass. And now let's look at an image again. This time I drew the lines freehand with my mouse. And this is what most players' mouse movement looks like. Just check all the wasted motion shown by those lines. Those wasted milliseconds being inefficient with your mouse movement could be the difference between life or death and when you're gaming. Alright, so now that we looked at how mouse movement should be ideally done, let's check out some drills that can help you to train and focus on your mouse pathing. And I'm going to give you guys drills from both Aiming Pro and KOVAAKS that are similar, so feel free to train in your preferred aim trainer. Also, this is not necessarily meant to be a routine, but something to incorporate into your training to help build some positive habits. Okay, so let's look at this new drill in Aiming Pro under the Speed Beta category in the Skill Assessment tab. This drill is called Jumbo Tile Frenzy Arm, and this is a great place to start as a beginner focusing on your mouse movement, and I'll show you why. Alright, so with the targets being so large, it allows us to focus in on just making a straight path from target to target without having to worry too much about our precision. So look at the lines I'm making here, and you can see that I'm making a straight path from multiple different parts of the targets, and I still hit my next shot. I also like this drill to start out on because the higher time to kill, it allows you an extra second to kind of plan the route you're going to take through your targets, so it gives you an extra millisecond to focus on keeping that straight path. I wasn't able to find an exact match in KOVAAKS with the higher time to kill and the stagnant targets, so we're going to use Tile Frenzy Standard, and the thing to focus on is that you're making those direct paths and you're not worrying about high scores or just spamming shots as fast as you can. So go slow, forget about your scores, and just focus on that mouse pathing. And as you improve your mouse pathing and want to spend some more time going for high scores and stuff, your scores should get better as your mouse movement has now improved. The second drill, which I would also consider a good place to start focusing on your mouse pathing, is 16 target wall in the click beta section. These targets are smaller than our first drill, however they tend to be clumped closely together, so the adjustments needed to be made are small, and only having to make small straight paths is naturally going to be easier than longer flicks, so this is also a great place for beginners to start. And now if you're using KOVAAKS, the equivalent of this drill would be one wall 9,000 targets, which is also a great drill to train your mouse movement on. Now, the intermediate way to work on this skill is with one of my favorite drills, which is called one wall 6 targets on KOVAAKS, or 6 target wall on Aiming Pro, which is under the click beta section. And these are both very similar drills that require mouse movements of varying distances. This is a drill I really want you guys to focus on, as it can be quite challenging to maintain consistent straight mouse pathing for the entire minute. And remember to go slow at first and focus on your pathing. As your mouse pathing improves, the speed will come, as will higher scores. Now, if we want to increase the challenge even more for advanced players, check out 1 wall, 6 targets, TE small on KOVAAKS, or 3 targets close range on Aiming Pro. The targets are really small, which makes it really difficult and challenging to maintain proper mouse pathing. As you practice, I think you'll notice how challenging it is to make a truly straight line on some of the longer flicks here, and if you can, I'll be super impressed. So then lastly, if you really want to crank up the difficulty, let's try some moving targets. And this is probably the hardest way to train your mouse pathing, but most closely resembles actual gameplay against quality players, since a good player is not really gonna stand still for you. So on Aiming Pro, check out 3 target moving horizontal. And on KOVAAKS, check out 1 wall, 5 targets, PASU. And now if you're training on KOVAAKS, the PASU drill will be quite a bit more challenging than the Aiming Pro one, as the targets are smaller and have more varied movement patterns. So that brings us to the end of episode 9, and I'll say this again, this is not really meant to be a routine for you guys, but it's something that you should incorporate into your training so that you continue to focus and improve on your technique. And remember, as your technique improves, those high scores will come, as will consistency in your scores. Just remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and come back for bi-weekly aim training content. I also stream on Twitch somewhat regularly, so check me out. See you in 2 weeks. Champ out.